What is up, guys? It is your favorite Otaku Lotus here today, and welcome back to the Nerd Corner. And in today's video, yes, you see the title. If you're a subscriber of mine, this probably does surprise you a little bit. And if you're not a subscriber of mine, well, stick around. Maybe you might hear something you like, and you might want to subscribe. Hit this video to like, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. You know what's up. But yeah, ReZero. Episode 25 just aired, the season finale. The series has completed, well, at least for now. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about a potential season 2. I don't know, if there's going to be a season 2. I hope so. But yeah, like I said, if you're a subscriber of mine, this video probably comes as a surprise to you because I didn't tell anyone that I've been watching ReZero. I never tweeted about it. I haven't talked to anyone about it. I haven't talked about it with anyone. Yeah, like I wasn't really keeping it a secret or anything. I just was, doing my thing just on my own, just enjoying it at my own pace, whatever. But yeah, I've been watching ReZero, and it was a phenomenal series. There were a lot of what the fuck moments and just a lot of convoluted plot points that I couldn't comprehend at times. I had to watch certain scenes or episodes over, and wow, I don't even know what to say. ReZero was one hell of a ride, and that final episode was definitely something. Definitely one of, if not the best episodes of this series. It comes because ReZero's had a lot of amazing moments, but they were this just might be the pinnacle. And I'm hoping that there's a season 2 because there's still a lot of things that have yet to be explained, a lot of things that I still don't understand and I still need answers to. But let's talk a little bit about this final episode. All right, so we see the final battle with Betelgeuse, and I'm probably going to struggle pronouncing that name because it's so damn complicated for no reason. I always want to say Beltegeuse, but that's not how you say it. It's Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse. Whatever. You guys know who the fuck I'm talking about. The batshit crazy green skin motherfucker. That, oh my, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Jim Carrey, right? And maybe it has something to do with, that movie The Mask and the movie The Son of the Mask and stuff like that. But yeah, he reminds me of Jim Carrey, truth be told. Like, that's the vibe I got from him. He's just that insane and that crazy. But Jim Carrey, he's off his rocket, but this dude's on another level of insane, right? But yeah, we see the final battle between Julius, or Julie, or whatever he wanted to be called, Subaru, and Betelgeuse, and ultimately they win, or so they thought, right? Because then this nigga Betelgeuse comes back from the dead as some giant shadowy spider thing, like God knows what, and Subaru is in a carriage with Otto. By the way, fuck that nigga Otto. That nigga is a straight grimy backstabbing traitor, because if you guys remember a few episodes back when he kicked Subaru off the carriage when the white whale was chasing after him, he told Subaru to die so that he could live. So fuck that nigga Otto. He's straight grimy. He's a snake. Fuck him, alright? But yeah, they actually Subaru ends up defeating Betelgeuse. After everything Subaru's been through and all the fights and battles he's endured, like, this just seemed way too easy for the final fight. Like, it didn't really seem like he struggled all that much. It's like he had a plan and it worked out with like no kinks. I'm just like, well, that happened. It wasn't anticlimactic. It was pretty dope, but I just was like, I was expecting more of a struggle, a little bit more despair. But that's just me. I don't want to downplay this episode at all because it was fantastic. But one thing that I really want to talk about is starting from the point where Subaru jumps into the carriage with Amelia and the children, because that was, first of all, when he hopped in and they played that scene in slow motion, I was like, yo, this nigga Subaru is so smooth, he's so cool. That was the coolest Subaru has looked like the entire series to me. Like, he just came in like motherfucking superhero, and I'm like, yo, my boy just dropped in like Batman, rips up the floorboards, snatches the bag of firestones, and then runs off into the distance on his ground dragon. Patrash, I think is his name. Patricia, whatever its name is. And at around 16 minutes into the episode, and yeah, I skipped a lot of what's happened in this episode, but I'm all flustered right now, but my mind's going crazy. I got goosebumps still from the music. It's ReZero, man. It's ReZero, so I'm all over the place. But around the 16-minute mark, when he's riding the ground dragon off into the distance toward that cave, and that music kicks in, oh my god, yo, the feels were real right there. The goosebumps, the chills. Like, I absolutely love moments like that in anime where something dramatic and intense is going on and they just play like the opening song or the ending song at just the right moment, and it just fits so well, yo. And I'm like, yo, this is so dope, yo. And he throws the stones into the cave, and then the bag of stones explodes, and there's like a huge explosion, and then him and his ground dragon, they get caught up in the explosion. And I'm like, yo, I like, in my mind, of course, I know that he's gonna be okay. Although something I do want to mention is that I was half expecting, like at any given moment in this episode, for Subaru to die and everything that he's done up to this point get reset. Like I was low-key expecting like the ultimate despair plot twist where this nigga was gonna die in this episode and get set back to the point where he's with everyone right after they killed the white whale. Like there was like a part of me that was kind of expecting that, but a part of me that was like maybe not. But when that explosion happened, I didn't expect him to die right there. But yeah, man, when the music took over, I was in the zone. Like it just took me to another world. And then when he woke up in Amelia's lap, I was like, yes, it's about to happen. My man just, don't screw this up, man. Don't screw this. You got your moment right here. You definitely impressed her. You got her right where you want her, and she's got you right where you want yourself. Wakes up in her lap, right? And he gives us like convoluted explanation when he wakes up. He's like, judging by the distance between my face and your face, and given this heavenly, feeling beneath my head, I must say that I'm probably. And she's like, you don't need to. It's not that deep. You're in my lap. Your head's in my lap. All right, cool. You're not uncomfortable, are you? All right, cool. And I'm just like, this is great. This is really great. ReZero, I love you. And so he's like, nah, I can't think of any pillow greater. And then I'm looking at Amelia and I'm giving her the up down. I'm like, I can think of a couple of better pillows, but that's just me. But nah, I'm sure her lap's pretty cozy. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, Subaru. I feel you. But yeah, man, we get this really, really heartwarming moment for like the last, 6-7 minutes of the episode where Subaru confesses his feelings for Amelia. He tells her 1,000 times over that he loves her and that he wants to be able to stay by her side and support her and be her strength, and that he loves her. He's always wanted to be by her side ever since he saved her. And even though she doesn't realize it, she's a wonderful person. He wants to be there with her. He wants to be there for her. He just wants to be with her. And she just like doesn't understand why. She's like, why me? Why you love me? And it's the same thing. It's exactly like when Subaru a few episodes back, he proposed to Rem, run away with me, we can be together, we can run off to the west or whatever. And it was almost exactly like the conversation that Rem and Subaru had, where Subaru was saying all these negative things about himself. He's like, I'm weak, I have no special abilities, I'm lazy, this and that, I'm useless. And then Rem's like, but I love this about you, and I love that about you, and I love this about you, and I love that about you. And then Amelia and Subaru do the same thing, where it's like Subaru is saying all these things that he loves about Amelia, and she's like, but I'm a half elf, everybody hates me, everybody despises me because I look like the witch, I have silver hair, etc., etc. And he's like, but if you could say 10 things that you hate about yourself, and I'll tell you 2,000 things that I love about you. And I'm like, my man's has finally got it down pat. He knows what he's doing. He's in control. I love where this is going, right? It was wonderful. And then the music starts playing again. One of the opening songs, or was it the opening or the ending? I've already forgotten. Like, my mind's still all flustered. But one of either the OP or the ED starts playing, and I'm like, this is such a wonderful moment. And then Amelia starts crying these tears of joy, and Subaru wipes her tears away with his hand, and she grabs hold of his hand. I'm like, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. And then, she asks him, she's like, well, why 2,000? And he says, because 100-fold wouldn't be enough to express how much I love you. And I was like, my boy is smooth as silk. Subaru, you done good. You've done good. After the hell that you've been through multiple times over, you've experienced death and been brought back to life dozens of times at this point. Well, I don't know if it's been dozens of times, but more times than a human being should experience, right? And it's just, after everything you've been through, everything has seemingly worked out happily ever after. But there's got to be more to the story, right? Because there's still so many questions left unanswered. Like, what is he doing in that world in the first place? Who brought him here? What is his connection to the jealous witch? What is Amelia's relation to Satella? All these different things are still running through my mind. There's got to be a season 2. And if not, then I've definitely got to read the light novel or the manga, the source material. I think it's a light novel. So I can see where the story goes, because there's still a lot more that needs to be answered. And, what happens with Rem and Ram? Where was Roswaal during all... Well, I mean, I know where he was, but I'm surprised he didn't show up during all this. And there's just a lot of things that, like, my mind is still pondering and I'm like craving answers to. But for what it is, at least for a first season, like, that was a phenomenal ending. I absolutely loved it. This series has been fantastic from start to finish. I mean, just amazing story, great characters, amazing soundtrack, pretty beautiful art animation when it wanted to be, and it was wonderful. And it seems like, you know, finally Emilia and Subaru are going to be able to live happily ever after, but who knows what sort of trials and tribulations they're going to be facing in the future, because this isn't the end of the story. It's not over. I'm pretty sure that the source material is still ongoing, which is why I understand why so many people are saying, you know, season 2. I'm confident that a series like this that's garnered the hype and attention and popularity that it has will be getting a season 2, and I'm certainly looking forward to it myself. So I can't wait. But yeah, man, ReZero, I probably should have been reviewing it from the start, but I wasn't watching it, you know, last season when the series started. And I only started watching it like midway through this season, and then I caught up. And so, yeah, it was I wish I had been reviewing it, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't, because I was able to binge through a lot of the episodes, which is how I personally prefer to watch anime. Like, I prefer to binge through it. I think I enjoy it better than watching a series week to week, and just even waiting for a few days for this final episode to come out was kind of killing me, because I was like, I gotta see how this ends. Even if it's not the end of the story, I gotta see the end of the season. And it did not disappoint. It was fantastic. And if I'm hyping it up too much, I apologize, but I'm fresh off the hype, fresh off the feels and the emotion. And like I said, I still got chills and goosebumps from those final scenes, and I loved it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, so you guys can stay tuned for all the awesome content I plan on bringing you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today, so I will catch you guys next time. Later.